welcome to day 24 of Vlogmas. So it's Christmas Eve, amazing, can't believe it's come round already. We've made it to the final day of Vlogmas and I've had such a blast over the last few weeks filming these videos. So I really appreciate all of you that have watched and liked and commented and stuck along for my Vlogmas journey. So I wanted to say a big thank you right at the start of this video before I launch into my Vlogmas day 24. But yeah, it's Christmas Eve here. It's just past 9 in the morning, so we've been up bright and early to find out what Elf was up to on his final day of Elf antics. And it was quite a messy one. It doesn't surprise me that Elf wants to end on a messy one because my children are always tickled by those. I think he knows they enjoy them. So he managed to discover our blue bin store in the garage, which is the bin bags we use for our sort of council rubbish collection here. And he turned the whole floor in our sort of dining cum playroom blue. So I'll put a picture up so you can see what it looked like when we got up this morning. And we found Elf sitting on the poof with a bin bag looking a little bit sheepish. So yeah, my children were unimpressed with the amount of mess he'd made, but also quite sad that it was his last day. We're going to really miss him. He usually sticks around for Christmas and watches us opening our presents, and generally I guess he has a bit of a chill after working so hard and getting up to all sorts of naughty things in the run up to Christmas. But yeah, it's his last actual night of antics as far as I'm aware, so yeah, we are going to miss him, and then he'll pop off home to the North Pole after Christmas, and we always hope he'll be back for next year. So thanks to Elf too. I think he's enjoyed featuring in these videos, so I'm glad you've enjoyed finding out about what he's been up to every day. So yeah, that's what Elf was up to. And then in terms of what I'm wearing today, well, I'm ramping up the Christmassiness on my outfits. I've got what I think is quite a nice Christmassy top on today. And this top is a top, actually I've just realised I haven't got the pattern. I'm unorganised for my last. I'm going to grab the pattern and I'll show you what it is. So I've got the pattern now, and it's this one here. It is the cuff top pattern by the Assembly line. It's a really nice woven top pattern. I've got a few cuff tops in my wardrobe. It's a really nice sew and I always enjoy getting my different versions out. But it's quite a straight fit woven top pattern with this boat neckline. Then it's got this centre seam down the front and back, which makes this top quite fun for colour blocking. I've made a colour blocked version, and also it means the pattern pieces are slightly smaller, so sometimes you can have a play around with them and manage to squeeze them out of smaller pieces of fabric, I've found too. And then it's got a grown-on sleeve with these oversized elasticated cuffs, which I guess the main feature of the top. And it's a really nice feature. They're not designed to be sort of tight-fitting, they're quite loose-fitting. They come down to just above the elbow, and I think they give the whole top quite a relaxed but kind of slightly different feel, just a little extra feature that is. And this top has a really good size range too. There are 2 size bands available. There's an extra small up to a large size range, and also an extra large up to a 4XL range, which takes you up to a bust of 63 inches. And the larger size range has bust darts and little keyhole opening at the back, but the smaller size range doesn't have any bust darts. It's a very straight fit, and you can just pull it on over your head. So there are no sort of ties or fastenings, which means it's quite a simple, quick sew, and it sews up really nicely. And the version I'm wearing today, I made in the extra small size, which was pretty much my measurements. And the only adjustments I made were mainly around the neckline. It's got quite a wide boat neckline, this top, so I brought it in slightly at the sides just to make sure that my bra straps wouldn't peep out when I was wearing it. At the moment I've got it on with a black top underneath, but which you can see slightly there, but my bra straps sit a bit further out. So yeah, I brought it in slightly at the sides, and did do a tutorial video a while ago talking about how I made that adjustment and sort of showing how I altered the pattern pieces. So I'll link that down below in case you fancy checking it out. And I also dipped the front neckline just slightly by about 1.5 centimetres, I think. It still comes up quite high, as you can see, and I was worried when I'd looked at other versions it would come up too high. So I'm glad I made that slight adjustment just to bring it down a little bit. And I think the only other change I made to this version, which I think I made on all my versions, I've just used a slightly smaller width elastic than the pattern specifies, just because that's what I had available in my sort of haberdashery supplies box. So it's still a nice oversized cuff, but maybe slightly less oversized in the pattern design, but I think it works fine like that. I don't think you always have to go with the exact elastic specified by a pattern. I've definitely found that the more I've sewn. But yeah, this is my version today. I thought it was quite nice and Christmassy in this red colour. And the fabric I used for this version is a baby cord fabric, which is part of Minerva's cotton baby cord range. They have a really nice range of really pretty colours of cotton baby cords, and I've sewn with a few of them because I really like these fabrics. I made a couple of dresses too, and they're really lovely, quite lightweight needle cord. They've got a lovely sort of velvety feel to them, and they're quite nice and drapey, so they work well for a dress or a top. They're not too substantial. And so yeah, my version today is quite nice and cosy because it's in the baby cord, but yeah, not too thick for a top. And I think this version I made it fairly cropped, like the cuff top was designed to be. I'll stand up a bit so you can see. So it just skirts the top of my skinny jeans, which come up to kind of around my waist. So it's a nice one to wear. I am feeling really Christmassy. I feel like this fabric sort of makes me think of Father Christmas in a way, because it's got that lovely sort of velvety, cosy feel to it. So yeah, that's what I've got on today. Oh, and I'll put a picture up so you can see what it looks like on. So the next thing I wanted to share with you in this video is some progress on the little dress I've been knitting for my daughter's dolls for Christmas. If you've been following my Vlogmas along, you'll know that I've been knitting a little doll's dress over December using this pattern here, in particular this little dress here, to make a Christmassy doll's dress for my daughter's dolls. This is a Serdar knitting pattern. It's one I've used before, but I thought it'd be fun to use up some leftover yarn I had and make a really Christmassy version because her dolls don't have any Christmassy clothes yet. So I was hoping to finish this up for Christmas so I could wrap it up and give it to her as a Christmas present, and I finished it last night, so I'm really pleased about that. I was quite determined to finish it actually last night, because I was really hoping that this evening I can have a bit of a relax, sit down and not worry about any last minute present wrapping, because I know Christmas is going to be busy, so it'll be really nice just to sit down and breathe deeply tonight and just chill. So yeah, I was really pleased to have finished it last night, and here it is, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So as you can see, I used leftover yarn, this lovely red double knit yarn, and then this white yarn that I think is slightly chunkier than a double knit maybe, or definitely on the chunky end of double knit. And I was worried, you'll know if you've seen my previous Vlogmas episodes, that I wouldn't have enough of the white, but I did in the end, even enough to finish the neckline, and I was hoping I'd be able to do a little white neckline as a feature, so I'm glad that I could finish it off with that. So yeah, it's a really cute little dress. It's got this lovely little detail around the middle. I think you're supposed to be able to sort of weave a ribbon through here, but I don't have any suitable ribbon, and I think it just looks quite cute as a little sort of detail anyway. Then it's got this little scalloped detail and lacy skirt. I added on a little white around the neckline. I actually made the neckline a little bit narrower than the pattern intended, just so because I really hadn't got much white left of the yarn. I'd only got about this much left now, so I think it looks quite cute with a little narrow neckline like that. It's got this pretty little detail on the sleeves, and the back it's got little poppers, so you can see here. So it's quite nice and easy to pop on a doll. So I tried it on one of her dolls last night and it fits nicely. So now when I've got a quiet moment later, I'm going to wrap this up and pop it under the tree, and hopefully she'll like it. It was really fun to knit actually, and I quite fancy knitting some more little Christmassy dolls clothes. So I might do that at some point next year, for next Christmas maybe. But yeah, it was a cute little knit, and I'm really, really glad I finished it in time. So next thing I wanted to share, I thought you might be interested to find out what I'm going to be wearing over the Christmas period for my handmade wardrobe. I thought I'd plan it ahead, so it's one less thing I need to think about on Christmas Day and Boxing Day. We're having family over for Christmas Day and Boxing Day. We usually host at our house. My mum comes over, and my sister and my niece will be here on both Christmas Day and Boxing Day this year, so it'll be really lovely. Hopefully fairly relaxed. My niece is 3, so we'll have my son who's 9, my daughter who's 6, my niece who's 3, so a bit of a mix of ages, but they generally have fun together. And then we'll do a proper roast tomorrow for Christmas Day. We usually roast a chicken because there aren't enough of us really to need a turkey with all the trimmings. And then on Boxing Day we usually have a raclette, so lots of kind of cold meats and leftovers grilled with cheese on top, with lots of little kind of condiments and things. It's a bit of more of a sort of picky meal where everyone can just choose what they like, so quite a relaxed Boxing Day. So that is our plan in terms of food. But yeah, in terms of what I'm wearing, for Christmas Day I've decided I'm going to wear a dress that I made this year and haven't worn yet, and I'm really looking forward to finally wearing it. It's a little bit bright, so it seems a bit dressy for the average day, but I think it'll be perfect and nice and jolly for Christmas Day, and it's this one here. It is my Myosotis dress. So I made this using the Deer and Doe Myosotis pattern. I'll just pull that pattern up so you can see what it looks like 1 second. So here is the Myosotis dress pattern. It's a really lovely pattern by Deer and Doe for a woven shirt dress. So the bodice has these darts on, so it's got a really nice shape to it, and it's got a button down front, and then it comes out as this little V shape at the top with this band collar. Then it's got a gathered skirt, and you can add on an extra ruffle tail on the skirt and also ruffles on the sleeves. And I've made a few versions of Maya Sotis dress. It's a really nice sew, a really pretty sort of feminine style dress. And the version I'm planning to wear tomorrow for Christmas Day is the version with just the plain sleeves and plain skirt, because I made it in this really lovely bright cotton fabric that I actually bought during Vlogmas last year. So if you watched my Vlogmas last year, you might remember this one turning up during Vlogmas. And I thought the fabric was so bright that any ruffles might be overdoing it a little bit. I thought I just wanted the fabric to sing, I guess. And I had fun adding on bright red buttons to sort of go with the bright red squares on the fabric. And so for my version, I added on waist ties because the Maya Sotis is designed to be quite an oversized fit shirt dress. So I always size down, add in waist ties to cinch it in and give it more of a fitted look, just because that's my personal preference. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this dress out. As I said, it just feels like one of those dresses that I'd feel a bit like bright and conspicuous wearing maybe on the school run, but I think it'll be really nice and jolly and Christmassy with a green and red for Christmas Day. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that one out. I'll probably wear it with some black tights and a black cardi, and then as the day goes on and I get warm in the kitchen, I'll probably take the cardi off. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to finally getting this one out, because I took a lot of time over sewing this one. There was a lot of sort of check matching involved to make sure it all looked really neat and smart. So it'd be nice to finally wear it. So yeah, that is my Christmas Day dress that I'm planning to wear. Oh, and I should have also mentioned this lovely fabric here. It's a cotton fabric. I guess it's a cotton poplin, so it works really well for a shirt dress. It's not super lightweight, but it came from Sew Me Sunshine. I don't think it's in stock anymore still, because it was from over a year ago now that I bought it. But I'll link Sew Me Sunshine's website below, because they often have lots of lovely fabrics in stock. So yeah, that is my Christmas Day dress. And I've also got planned my Christmas loungewear set that I'm going to change into in the evening when I want to just flop after a busy day with the family. I've got a pair of really festive joggers that I made a few years ago that I always enjoy getting out over the Christmas period. So I'll grab them now, got them down here. Here are my Christmassy joggers, and these I made using the True Bias Hudson pants pattern, which is one of my favourites. I've got the women's version, the men's version, the children's version too. And I made this version for me using this lovely stretch velour fabric that I got from Minerva quite a long time ago. I don't think it's still in stock anymore. It's got a really high cotton content, so they're really nice and comfy and breathable to wear. I added on ribbing on the pockets, and I didn't add on ribbing on the bottoms, but I think I did originally. It didn't look right, and then I added on this velour fabric, and it's quite tight to get over my ankles, because although the velour is stretchy, it's not half as stretchy as ribbing, so they're always a bit tricky to get on over the ankles, but once they're on, they're nice and comfy. But this velour is lovely. It's really lovely and strokeable, and it's lovely and Christmassy too. So I'll be wearing those come Christmas evening when I want to have a flop on the sofa and relax after a busy day. So yeah, that is my Christmas Day handmade wardrobe sorted. And then on Boxing Day, I am planning to wear something I made during this Vlogmas. You'll probably guess which one this one is. I'll grab it. I've got it down here too. I'm planning to wear my gingerbread dress, which I haven't got on yet. I thought I was going to wear it in the run up to Christmas, but then I thought, well, actually, I'd quite like to save it for Christmas itself. So this is my relaxed Boxing Day outfit. So if you saw earlier in Vlogmas, I made this one using this lovely French terry fabric that, again, I got during Vlogmas last year. This one is from Lily and Mimi Fabric Shop. Again, I don't think it's in stock there still, but I'll link their shop down below, because they always have some really fun novelty print French terry fabrics. But I just love this one. And I made this one into a sweater dress, as you can see. It's got a little bottom band and cuffs and a collar using this lovely rust coloured Mind the Maker ribbing. That came from Minerva, and that is still in stock there. It was left over from another pair of Hudson pants I made in some fleece back sweatshirting in this fabric. But yeah, this is the Molly dress by Sew Over It, and I altered it slightly to add cuffs on the sleeves and on the bottom to turn it into a cute little sweater dress. And I've got a picture of this one because I took a picture to share earlier in Vlogmas, so I'll pop it up here so you can see what it's going to look like on. It should just be nice and cosy and relaxed and perfect for Boxing Day, not too tight around the tummy, so if I've been eating lots over Christmas, it'll be quite forgiving too. So yeah, that is my Boxing Day outfit. So that's my handmade wardrobe plans for over Christmas. And then the next thing I wanted to share is that my son and I finished the Lego gingerbread house yesterday, and he is quite keen to come down and show you some of the features from the gingerbread house himself. So I'm just going to go and get him, and he's going to show you our completed Lego gingerbread house, which we had so much fun making. So yeah, I'll grab him now. Hello, so I've got my son here now. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
And he's going to show you a little bit of the Lego gingerbread house that we really enjoyed making. So hold up here.
So basically there's a little snowflake that presses down and makes the fire light up here. It's a really cool detail. Then there's a picture of the gingerbread family and a chair to sit so you can sit near the fire. There's also a microwave here and a sink here. And then if you go upstairs, you can see a bath and the toilet, and the daddy sleeps in the bath. There's really cool towels here. There's a night light over there.
It's like a little candy floss,
candy cane light.
Yeah.
And then the baby sleeps in the cot and the mummy sleeps in the bed. And then if you turn it around,
hang on.
Then one of the last, then you can see there's a table outdoors and like wood to make the fire pile. There's little lantern and then a candy cane thing saying Candy Lane. I guess that's where they live. Then there's really cool gingerbread tiles and really cool glass windows that use this effect.
Oh yeah, with the glass windows at the front there.
Yeah,
we really enjoyed making it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed seeing the final completed gingerbread house that we worked hard on. So that is our Lego gingerbread house, and it looks really cute now, displayed on the side as one of our Christmas decorations. I think we'll enjoy building it in the future years to come too, or at least I definitely will. But anyway, now we're heading out for the morning. We're going to meet some friends at Soft Play and just burn off a bit of energy ahead of Christmas. So I'll leave you now and I'll pop on again a little bit later. So you see you a bit later. Bye! Hello, so we're back home from Soft Play now. My son and daughter had a really nice time there. We met up with some friends. They had a good old blast around the Soft Play. I think they burnt off a little bit of pent-up energy and excitement pre-Christmas. That was good. So it's early afternoon now. We're back home. We've had a bit of lunch. I thought I'd pop on and share a couple of things. The first thing I wanted to share is this morning I noticed that both my son and daughter were wearing something that I'd made them, which is really nice, and I asked them if they wouldn't mind posing for a picture so I could share it on here, and they were quite up for that. So I'll put a picture up here so you can see what they were wearing. So my daughter is wearing a dress that I made her, I think last year, and I made it using the Poppy and Jazz pansy dress pattern. So Poppy and Jazz is the children's wear spin-off by Sew Over It, and they make some really cute patterns, and I think the pansy dress goes from a size 0 up to 6 years, so my daughter's getting to the upper age range of it, which is a shame because she really loves the pattern. It's quite a simple jersey dress pattern with a round neck and a gathered skirt. It sews up really nicely and really quickly. I've made quite a few versions for my daughter over the years, and I've also made a few versions for my niece too, and it's just a really comfy one to wear. And the version my daughter is wearing today is quite nice and Christmassy. I made it using some jersey fabric from First for Fabrics, and it's got a navy base and it's got these unicorns on and presents, and it's really, really cute. My daughter really likes this print. And I made a little hack of the dress. I just hacked to add a little ruffle on the shoulders just for an extra little detail. But yeah, so my daughter really enjoys wearing that one, and as you can see, she's teamed it with some very Christmassy tights too, which I thought was cute. That was her choice. So yeah, she's really nice and Christmassy in that outfit today. And then my son is wearing a pair of mini Hudson pants by True Bias, which he pretty much lives in whenever he's not at school. I just made them in, I think those ones are in a green French cherry fabric. Nice and comfy and straightforward, a really simple sew. Like I mentioned during the video, I love the True Bias Hudson pants pattern. I've got the men's, women's and children's version, and it's really nice that my son feels so comfortable wearing the children's wear one. I really enjoy making those for him. And then his t-shirt is made using a free pattern, which is the DIBY Club ABBT. It's a kids tee pattern and it's free. I think there's an adult version too that you can also download for free. I think the ABB stands for anything but basic tee, but it's just quite a nice simple t-shirt pattern. With a round neck, quite a straight fit. I think you can make a slim fit version too, but I never have because I find the regular fit is fairly slim fitting anyway. It's not a really, really roomy t-shirt pattern. And the version he's wearing today is one of his favourites. It is in a Where's Wally print cotton jersey. I've got that fabric from Minerva and also from Pound Fabrics. I think it might have sold out now in both places, which is a real shame. I've still got a bit of a pile left of uncut fabric with the Where's Wally print on in different colours. So I'm quite pleased I've still got that because my son loves all his Where's Wally print clothes I've made him. So it's nice to have a bit more so I can make him a few more in the future. But yeah, that is what they're wearing today. So it's really nice to see they're both in something I'd made. So while I'm on now, I thought I'd also share what our plans are for the rest of today, so for the rest of Christmas Eve. So this afternoon we've got a few Christmassy jobs to do at home. I want to make the pigs in blankets, get them ready for tomorrow so we can just pop them in the oven. So hopefully my children will help me get those all sorted. And then my husband wants to make some brandy butter which he really enjoys having at Christmas, with mince pies and Christmas cake and that sort of thing. I don't like it, the children won't eat it, obviously with the brandy in it. But yeah, I think he'll get them involved in helping make it anyway, and he really enjoys having that over the festive period. So yeah, a few Christmas jobs like that. I want to get the house a bit sorted, ready for having guests round tomorrow. And then later this afternoon, we're going to go down to the church and they're having a Christingle service, which will be really lovely. The children get to make their own Christingles. They make the orange with the candle in the top and the little fruits on the cocktail sticks, and then they can hold the candles. I think they put them at the front during the service. There's a little nativity service and some songs, which will be really nice. And then we think after that we might go for a little drive round and see if we can find some nice Christmas lights to look at before we then get back home and settle down and watch Home Alone 2 this evening as a family together. So that is our plan for Christmas Eve, and then obviously we'll get all ready for Father Christmas coming, put out some mince pies and a glass of milk and some carrots for the reindeers, as you do, and then settle down for opening Christmas tomorrow. So that is our plan for the rest of the day. So I think I'll finish off this video here and go and get started on making those pigs and blankets and things this afternoon. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching my Vlogmas this year. I've really enjoyed doing it. I hope you've enjoyed following along. I really appreciate everyone having tuned in. It's made it a lot of fun and definitely got me in the festive spirit. And I wanted to wish you all a very lovely Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year too. So thank you very much again for watching, and I'll hopefully see you for another video soon. But in the meantime, Merry Vlogmas and thank you. Bye!